In this video, we will go over two more examples. In the first one, we will see the conversion to pointer-based character pointer string from C++ string. The second one we will see, last week we talked about iterator, so also string has iterator to use as well. In the string class, we talk about this module that we call C++ string. So C++ string actually is an object. So actually we can convert back to the C string. And C string is the pointer-based string. That means we have the character array. So you can have couple member function, we can do that. The first one we can use is, we have a member function is C underscore string member function. So using this member function, actually we can convert our C++ string object to a C string. That's a character array. Or we will see how to use the copy member function as well. So we will see the next example from example 9. So in example 9, we create a string object contains strings. So then we will show you we can convert this string 1 into a C string character array. Or we can see here you can using a pointer to refer to the string. So on the other hand, since you're using the character pointer, that will be referred to a character array. So then the other one is we were using another character pointer, but here we have allocate dynamic memory. So here we need to, when we create a dynamic memory, we need to know the size for the string. So we need to be careful here when we're using the length, using the size of the string 1. They actually only count how many characters. So you see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But when you create a character array, you need to remember the character array as a string, we need to have a no character at the end. So that's why when you convert a C++ string, the size to show you, or you call the length member function, they only count how many characters. They are not including the no character. But here, if we want to convert your string object into a character array, so we need to add one more space. So that's for the no character. So if we do so, then you can using the copy function. So the copy function actually will copy the string 1 into a character pointer. So then according to how many characters you want to copy, then start from which index. So from index 0, from the beginning to the whole character I want to copy to the pointer to array we refer to. So you see at the end, after you use a copy, right? Copy only care the content for the character you copy from the string object. So then at the end, we need to manually to add the no terminator to our character array. So that's why here, if you try to display your PTR2, so then they know where they will end. So at the end, we will display the PTR. So the other way, actually, if we want to convert the string 1 object to the character array, actually the easier way usually we do is this way. You can just using the string 1, so then you do the .cstr. So that means you convert C++ string to a C string. Or the other way is you can just using the .data to assign to the PTR, the pointer. But one thing is, remember when you assign using the .data member function, they give you a no terminator character array. So that's the same thing. If you want to only using the cout to print from the PTR1, you need to add the no character at the end. But this one you don't have to. C string, they already make your string, C++ string object convert to a character array with a no character. So that's why here, because you use a .data, that's why you don't have the no character. So we have to using a for loop from the ptr1 to print one by one. So you see here, we do the dereference plus the I, so we can display the whole thing. So then you will see that's our output. Originally, your string 1 is strings. So this one actually is we're using the C_str member function. They automatically convert a string object into a pointer-based string. So that's why we can display that with a no character. So the ptr1 using the .data to copy over all the character to the pointer to refer to, but they don't have no character. So that's why here we're using a for loop one by one. You dereference. So then at the end we using we will finish like that. So here you see they have a new line. That's because the line 35, we add a new line. Otherwise, they will end just here. So add new line, we continue to use the ptr2. So the ptr2, now you see this one using a ptr2 to print. They can print the whole thing with the, that's because we add a no character at the end. So that's why at the end, don't forget, we need to using the delete to remove the dynamic memory. So that's the example how we will convert the C++ string to C string. So mostly, actually, we're using this one. So that they will add no character at the end. Sometimes when we do the copy or .data, actually these two member functions, they only care, they copy over the content from the C++ object to the character array. Then you need to manually to add the no character to terminate your string. Next example, I just want to quickly go over the iterator. So last week we talked about the iterator. We can using the iterator for all the STL container, sequence container, so we can traverse from beginning to the end. And also we also show you for when you do the input string and output string from the console, you also can using the iterator. But iterator also, we have the string as well. So that's why you have the constant iterator as long as you specify that's the class type. So then you have the iterator, you can modify it with the it. So then the same thing you need to specify that's from the string character. So then if you do the constant read only, you can either use the C begin or C end to check they finish in the loop. So then if you want to do the modification for your string, then you need to do the iterator. Besides, you have using the constant iterator and the iterator, we also have the reverse iterator as well. So that's why here we do have the reverse iterator or constant reverse iterator. For each one, you can using the rEnd or rbegin or crEnd or crbegin. So in the example 10, actually we just quickly to show you how we use the constant iterator to read string. So our string 1 is the testing iterator. So since here I just want to print, so that's why I can just using a constant iterator. So then don't forget, because we have so many different iterators from different class. So then for the string, you need to using the string double colon to know you are calling for the iterator from the string class. See, so we start from begin. So you can either print your string 1 like this, or you see, you can, before we're always using the for loop, right? So for it equal to the begin. So for, it is not equal to the end, we finish. So on the other hand, you can do the while loop as well. So then we have our iterator 1. So we start from the begin. As long as they are not equal to the string 1.end. So then don't forget, you need to dereference that. So then we increment our pointer. So then you can display the output exactly the same as that. So that's why you can see here, actually the iterator we just introduced from last week. But iterator actually using in many different C++ class. So they work like a pointer, so you can traverse from begin to the end, or if you want to do the reverse order.